So this fight is basically the same as it was on normal. A couple of changes, actually a couple of minor changes to be honest. One, the puddles that get left on the ground by the ads, the only way to clear them now is a dispellable debuff. It's going to show up as a blue circle around you. If you get that, you need to go run over to one of the pools, overlap it, and then call for healer dispel. I don't know, for some of the people who have hugged this, I don't know if we should be encouraging or not encouraging trying to hit multiple by actually standing in the puddles.
I wouldn't stand in the puddles, but feel free to put yourself between them. The circle just has to touch it, basically.
Okay.
So you can probably hit 2 if you stand at the junction where the circles hit, but other than that,
yeah.
It depends on where they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, so healers watch the trigger finger onto the spells because we need that to actually clear up space. It's gonna be especially critical in P2, the intermission, because the boss is gonna do that dragon's breath. It's gonna leave shit on the ground, and the only way to clear that shit is going to be the dispellable circles that show up in that phase. So generally, I think we're gonna try to keep the center of the room as clear as possible during the breath phase. But otherwise, we'll just kind of play it from by ear from there. And then other than that, it's just the ads are more deadly, the boss is more deadly. We still have to kick the ads like we normally do. Honestly, it should be pretty straightforward. Just it's gonna hit harder, and we gotta pay more attention.
Hey, Rosu.
Yeah.
Can you put a marker where I am?
Sure. Why?
When the boss starts the intermission, everyone should run over to there. It just helps bait everything in a nice manner.
What, we all running clockwise?
Basically, it just gets all the stuff in it makes it predictable on where the ads first spawn. If everyone's over there, it makes the line really easy to dodge.
Well, we'll mark our tanks, because typically we should all be running as like a big meatball anyways.
Mm-hmm. It also just makes it easy of, when he flies up, go to X.
Well, that will cover the first one at least.
Yeah, I'll say, I never felt like the arena ran out of room. You get enough dispels to cover it.
Yeah, I don't think it will. It would be nice, but I do like the running to X, because I would like to keep circle clear to make the reset consistent. So... But yeah, any questions? Check your talents.
No, not yet.
Alright. Ready to check the pull. Out, and doesn't... Just in case, because I always got to remind everybody, 1, 3, and 5 is going with Bull, and we're the first group. 2, 4, and 6 is going with Hells, and you're the second group.
Cool.
New mechanics for Imperator. The main thing that we're going to have to change here is the ads can no longer be on top of the boss. So the way we're going to handle it is tanks, you're going to drag the boss away from the center when the ads are spawning, and the tank that is handling the ads, you're just going to stand in the center of the room. That's going to always be our stack point unless we get an orb configuration that forces us to let an orb spawn in the middle of the room. Once the ads are dead, we can bring the Imperator back into the center. Remember, you can't bring the Imperator on top of an active portal either. So if we have portals, say on like X and Circle, tanks, you can just bring the boss over to Skull or Star. Blizzard, you really need to let me do them more than like 3 pings. And honestly, that is the main change, as well as the ads being a little beefier, having some more casts we have to interrupt. And then I think we'll slow them and kill them fast enough to not make this a worry. But the little ads that spawn, when they get below 35% health, they are going to try to run back to their portals. So as long as we kind of have slows, stuns, to keep them all together in the center, it should be okay. Alright, thanks. You understand separation for the boss?
Yep.
Cool. Let's get into it.
Why are
Alrighty.
you holding a potato?
Tanks, full on is on you.
Love potato.
Five, four, three, two, one.